Hey everybody, Barry at CTech-review. We're finally getting the opportunity to do our follow-up of the Timbergrove Enterprise airbags for the 2025 Ram 1500 RHO. Let's get into this. All right, if you recall, this was about 2-3 weeks ago. We had a video showing the installation of the airbags. And just to show you guys, you can kind of see how the truck is sitting right now. It's a little bit higher in the rear. I'm gonna say about 1/2 inch. I don't have a tape measure, but I'm gonna show you what we got in the trailer. Trailer's a little bit nose high right now. I gotta drop the drop hitch, but this just shows how much difference we have in ride height versus the stock setup. And I'm gonna show you where the airbags are at right now. Kind of see them installed right there, looking good. Here's what we got for tongue weight. Looks like we're sitting about, what do we got, about 800 pounds of tongue weight. This is where we have our Schrader valve. I'm gonna show you guys how much air we have in here. I think we got about 25 PSI. Yeah, about 25 PSI, exactly. I'm gonna show you what we got in the trailer so you can just see for weight. Nothing crazy. We got 4 snowmobiles, 2 adult, 2 little kids. So not a crazy ton of weight. But I found, and I talk about this in other videos, this trailer, these aluminum enclosed trailers tow better when they are tongue heavy. We're probably sitting around 4,500 pounds of total trailer weight right now, which is nothing. But you can see we're really heavy on the tongue. What I'm looking for today is I'm really curious to see how is this thing gonna be stability-wise, bump compliance-wise. Does it ride worse with the airbags installed? This will be our first drive review. We're gonna do a little over 120 miles or so today towing, so we'll be able to get some idea. The other thing is, I'll be curious to see how the braking is with having some more stability. Do we get less nosedive? Not really sure. I'm not gonna look into this too much. I think it's gonna be really dialed in all fairness. This is not a super heavyweight trailer, but if you watch the first video we did have about 3.5 inches of squat. Thing we'll just do just for the fun of it, we're gonna reset our fuel economy for this trip today, just to see if we have any difference from a little bit of wintertime versus springtime driving. And we do have it in tow mode. Cruising 70 miles per hour on a flat right now. And you can see the horsepower, about 120 and about 270, 280 pound-feet of torque. Kind of see, we're not drafting off anybody. This thing's towing really good. And I'll tell you right now, I'm impressed by this. Almost 10 miles per gallon towing right now. I've got enough towing now with this truck that I can just tell it consistently likes 7th gear, about 2,400 RPMs towing this trailer. It'll be really interesting comparing this trailer to our travel trailer. So going from 5,000 pounds to 8,500 pounds, what that's like, and also how good do those body lines look of the RHO down the side of the truck. Oil temp 203 degrees. That's considerably cooler than the Raptor R. Anywhere between 25 and 45 PSI of oil pressure. You can see horsepower. There's your coolant temps, 201, trans temps, 181, and intake temps, not too bad, within about 13 degrees of ambient outside. Just got to the spot we're gonna unload, and I'm really happy with how this thing is sitting. Really nice and level, actually. The truck is kind of like in a little bit of a spot where the front wheel's down a little bit, but it felt awesome. All right, got the snowmobiles out, got the summer storage in. We'll do the return trip now. All right, check that out. We're sitting almost 1,000 pounds of tongue weight. Almost 1,000 pounds of tongue weight, dude, and this thing still sits higher in the rear. Pretty impressive, these airbags. Okay, where did we end up on fuel economy? Not bad at all, 112 miles, 9.2 miles per gallon. Pretty happy with that. One last side profile. You can kind of see we are a little bit higher in the rear, just a skosh, but 25-ish PSI. I do need to drop this nose down a little bit on the setup. It is a little bit nose high, but. Okay, so 112 miles today towing our enclosed trailer with the 2025 Ram 1500 RHO. What's my thought now after I've done a few thousand, coming up on a few thousand miles of towing this trailer with this truck with the new airbags? Well, I can tell you first off, and I've said this in the last video, I'm convinced that the RHO is the best towing off-road truck, long travel suspension truck available on the market so far that I've seen. I've owned every generation Raptor and I've towed them with this trailer. Even with airbags, I have never felt the stability towing like I felt with this truck. Even without airbags, this truck has really impressed me. The only thing I contribute it to is a few things. Why does RHO tow so well from a stability standpoint? I believe that the weight of this truck being 600 pounds heavier than the Raptor, I think actually translates into a little bit more stable feeling on the road. Second thing I believe that makes this thing a good towing vehicle is this is an 18-inch rim versus the 17-inch rim on the Raptor. So you got less sidewall flex. I think that would contribute to a little less sway, a little more stability. Third thing, this thing running that Dana 60 rear axle, you've got a lot more weight over that rear axle, and it's just a heavier truck in the back end. And I think the fourth thing that really makes this thing, and there's actually 5 things, the fourth thing that makes this thing tow so well, being this truck is full-time all-wheel drive, I've always wondered when you're towing, do you get a little bit of pull from the front end of this truck and the front axle? So if you do get any, like a little bit of a squirrely situation, the front's kind of pulling you. I don't know. I've not ever really, actually I have towed with my Gen 3 Raptor actually and Gen 2 Raptor in all-wheel drive. And I don't remember noticing any improvement. So that maybe that doesn't actually make sense. The fifth reason, and I think this is the only logical thing that makes sense, makes this truck tow so well, is this suspension. The Bilstein shocks are valved a little tighter than the Fox shocks. From what I've noticed, going down the road, you just don't have much body roll. It's a little stiffer sprung, a little stiffer valved. Maybe that's what plays into it. Now, add the airbags, holy cow. Absolute improvement. I cannot wait to get our travel trailer behind this thing. You know, I've told people before, these off-road trucks with the stiff frames, good axles, good cooling, these things are amazing towing vehicles. The only thing that's always been the downside has been the squishy suspension. But if you can get that stability with like airbags like these, this is phenomenal. I have not towed with the Airlift Ultimate 5000 setup on a Gen 3 5-link suspension Raptor to see how that truck tows. But with these beefy airbags, different from just the in-coil airbags from some of the other kits out there, this thing, I'm telling you, it's awesome, guys. This, you would not think you're in a half-ton truck. You would truly believe you're in a 3/4-ton truck. And for that reason alone, now I've got 100 miles towing with this thing. I can definitely say from a towing perspective, very impressed with the Timbergrove Enterprise airbags for the RHO. And I would think the TRX would be a pretty similar towing experience, similar truck. So definitely 2 thumbs up. I cannot wait to do the next video with this setup. So travel trailer will be hooked up soon, and we're gonna be doing 2 reviews on the next towing video. We're gonna be doing obviously the airbags with this truck maxed out, 8,500 pounds towing, and payload is gonna be maxed out, as well as we're gonna show you a hitch setup that is super sick, weight distribution hitch from B&W, the Continuum. We did some videos on it last year with the Raptor R and our Cummins, and I was really impressed with it. I'm really curious to see how it works with this. And the best part about that setup, why I like that hitch, is adjustability. There's a lot of great weight distribution hitches in the market, no question. But what makes this one unique, you'll have to see in a future video. Another thing I'm super pumped about on the RHO, this fuel economy is creeping up. It's only 48 degrees today. I'm sure there's still some winter blend fuel we're using, but 9.2 miles per gallon, dude, I'm stoked about that. And I know a lot of you guys are gonna say, why do you care about fuel economy, blah, 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 this, that, and the other. It's not that, it's just efficiency. It's just like you're excited when something works well and it does good. If you check out my channel, you see I've towed this trailer with a lot of trucks. That fuel economy, for what we just did, is pretty good. 7th gear, consistent. I've now noticed with this trailer, a few thousand miles, this truck loves 7th gear towing, just consistent. It will not hold 8th gear, but it really rarely needs to go in 6th gear unless it's going up some sort of incline. But fuel economy and performance, absolutely impressed. And guess what, guys? This trip here, I might have been towing with 87 octane. I'm not recommending doing that, just so you know, but I was in a pinch and I did throw 87 in it. Not a crazy heavyweight trailer, but it does give you a little bit of perspective if you are looking to get one of these trucks or add these airbags. I definitely would recommend this, guys. Hey, and if you do enjoy this video, feel free to like and subscribe. It does help the channel, believe it or not. So if you do, it means a lot. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.